me after he completes his session. He's attending twice per week. There's no known payments made towards his fines and costs and supervision balance, which is $425. So that is the financial amount that you owe Mr. Lee. There were some questions about that, and thank you, Ms. Johnson, for informing me of that yesterday. And I've had no contact with the victim in this case. The recommendation is to withdraw the VOP based on Mr. Lee's compliance since it was submitted.
Okay, Mr. Lee, how is probation going for you?
It's going good. I'm almost done with my MRT. Just like I said, she told me it's going to be about 3 weeks because I got to go through the process and stuff and get with her, do the one-on-one with her. So she says 3-week process.
And you're currently working?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so in terms of the fines and costs, I'll have you talk to Mr. O'Black about what your circumstance is.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to set this for review. Ms. Ball, do you have any dates available in 30 days?
Let me double check. So we're looking sometime in the second week of August is what you're looking for?
I guess I could do perhaps the 9th, or it could be the week of the 16th.
Okay. Let me. If Ms. Willenbring is scheduled to be here with us on Mondays anyway, so Monday the 9th would work on my schedule if that would work with everyone else.
So let's see that would be the 30 day. Okay, so yes, let's, if that works, if we could do the 9th at 8:30.
Okay, yep.
All right, Mr. Lee, keep up the good work. Take care and be safe. And we'll see you August 9th at 8:30 on this Zoom link.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Take care, Don. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Drukas, have you heard from your client? Good morning.
Your Honor. I did. I actually just spoke with him for about 15-20 minutes, but I told him to sign on at 8:30. So I'm not sure why he hasn't signed on yet. So he's not in the waiting room or anything?
Correct. There's no one in the waiting room currently.
Okay. I'm going to give him a call real quick.
Okay.
Mr. Drukas?
Yes.
I have a phone number that just came into the waiting room and I wanted to check to see if maybe that was Mr. Drummer before I let him in.
8660.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Mr. Drummer will be coming in shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Drummer? Okay, you found out how to unmute yourself.
hello?
Sorry about that. Thank you.
Hello? Hello?
I'm going to call the cases of James Drummer, case number 20 FB 1748, as well as 1782.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Drukas on behalf of James Drummer.
Or Willenbring on behalf of
James
the
Drummer?
Your Honor, today is the time and date set for a review.
I'm sorry, just for the record, I want to make sure all the appearances were put on. Could Ms. Willenbring and could you state your appearance again?
Yes, Your Honor. Laura Willenbring on behalf of the people.
And then Mr. Drummer, could you state your name again?
James Drummer?
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Drukas.
Your Honor, I received a new updated report to probation and with a recommendation. Today is Mr. Drummer's, I guess, first review that he's attended in person. I know we were here 2 weeks ago and there's been some miscommunication on behalf of Mr. Drummer. I've talked to him about how to communicate with probation and how to get the ball rolling. He is attending the Better Choices program. I talked to him about starting to make some payments or talking to probation about making payments and about what he can do to be successful on probation. The recommendation is for basically continuing probation. He needs to stay on the ball and keep going. He has my contact number. He knows that he needs to update any address or any phone number with the court if it does change. And we're looking to, I guess, get a new review date.
Anything else from Ms. Johnson? I do have a copy of the report.
No, Your Honor. I did speak with him the other day. He did explain some housing issues about possibly facing eviction and trying to balance out money to make sure he doesn't lose his housing. He did explain that he did cancel the 5-second Better Choices program, but was in contact with Mr. Brown. So he is trying to maintain communication with me at this point.
Okay, and in terms of the next review, what time frame are you requesting?
Let's go with 30 days and see where he's at that point.
Okay. Based on that, I will set this matter for review August 9th at 8:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Drummer, do you have any questions?
Thank
You have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions. I appreciate it.
All right, take care and be safe.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
You too, Your Honor.
I don't know how to put the
Did I have? I'll just read it.
The 14B District Court is now in session. My name is Elaine Washington, and I'm the judge presiding over this session. The court will call the case of the state of Michigan versus Nico Johnson, case number 21 FB 1492 FY.
Good morning, Your
Nico
Honor.
Johnson.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. David Cripps, P34972, appearing on behalf of Nico Johnson, who's joined us by Zoom.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, Mr. Johnson. How are you?
Nico Johnson. I'm fine. How are you, Jared?
I'm pretty good. All right, today's the day and time scheduled for sentencing in this matter.
Yes, Your Honor. I did contact the court yesterday, and I don't believe that either a pre-sentence report or a case assessment, I believe it's called, it is available yet. So we would agree to a continuance until those items are ready for sentencing.
It is available. It became available about 20 minutes ago. We can send it to you and pass this matter so you can review it with your client. Would you like to do
Judge,
that, sir?
could I possibly have a different date? I'm supposed to start a homicide exam in the next 15 minutes.
All right, thank you.
Trying to get a good connection.
Okay. Let's not do that. Okay. When's the one that we have something available?
29.
Okay. How many are there?
There's 29 right now because the final settlement conference day as well.
What about the day after that? Okay. And then how many? All right. I can give you August 5th.
Thank you, Judge.
You said August 5th? That's right.
August
Oh,
5th.
okay. August 5th. Does that work for you, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
August 5th, 2021. And that is going to be at 9 a.m. for sentencing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Bond is continued until then.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
Thank you.
You too. All right,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Johnson, I'll see you on that day.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
You. State of Michigan.
Shit.
Hello? Who's swearing?
That was Mr. Johnson.
State of Michigan versus Terrence Nunn, 20 FB 1920.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Hall appearing for and on behalf of Mr. Nunn, who is appearing via Zoom application with no objections to appearing in that manner today.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Mr. Hall. Good morning, Mr. Nunn.
How you doing this morning?
I'm okay. We're here for a review in this matter.
That's correct.
I guess what we're missing is the fact that we don't have proof that Mr. Nunn has completed the gun safety program.
And Your Honor, Mr. Nunn, I communicated with him, and I'd like to thank Ms. Johnson for getting communication to our office. Mr. Nunn, I spoke with after I received that communication. He has indeed passed his gun safety course. He is holding up that document for the court to see, but and he was going to bring that document to my office this morning so that I could actually convey the document to Your Honor for the court file and to Ms. Johnson. However, he was having some car difficulties and was unable to get to my office. And as Your Honor knows, he lives in Ohio. So, you know, once again, Mr. Nunn verbally, he says he has done this. He has a certificate in his hand. I don't believe that he is somehow not completed this task. But I will certainly go about whatever steps we need to do to get that document from Mr. Nunn and forward it to Your Honor. Regarding the $800 outstanding, Mr. Nunn was laid off from his job. He anticipates that work will be starting back up. This is related to the chip shortage that goes into newly produced vehicles. He does believe that he will be brought back on, and he would just ask Your Honor to give him some time to pay his remaining fines and costs.
All right, thank you. So Mr. Nunn was placed on probation in April of 2021. At that time, he was given 6 months to complete these tasks. What we need to have happen is that he provide that proof to Ms. Johnson. So I see you holding it up, sir. I'm unable to read that through this particular.
Oh, yeah.
So what you need to do is provide that to Ms. Johnson, who is your probation agent. And I'm not getting into the details of how you do that, whether that's through Mr. Hall or you provide it to her directly. However, that needs to go to your probation agent. In addition to that, I heard your attorney indicate that you need additional time to be able to pay your fines and costs in this matter. How much time did you indicate, Mr. Hall? I can't recall what you said.
Your Honor, I don't have a date certain, and one of the issues here is, obviously, Mr. Nunn would love to be back at work right now, I'm sure, making money, and I'm sure this is financially difficult for him. I don't know, I can't state for the court whether or not he knows exactly when he'll be brought back. Mr. Nunn, do you know exactly when you will be going back to work?
They said 13, so.
The 13th of this month?
July. This month, yeah.
Okay. Then, Mr. Nunn, when is it that you think that you can pay $800?
Have about, what, 30 days?
30 days. And I always tell people to make a cautious estimate when providing these time periods. So you're quite confident that you can make that within 30 days?
No, can I get like 2 months, please?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna adjourn this review out for another 60 days. For the payment. And if at that point in time we don't have it paid, then we'll have to extend the probation to get that done.
Understood, Your Honor. And Mr. Nunn, as you heard the judge say, you either have to get that document directly to Ms. Johnson, or if you want to get it to my office in any way, shape, or form, we could certainly get it to Ms. Johnson.
Review will be September 9th, 2021 at 9 a.m.
Okay, yeah, I'll bring it to you.
All right.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you too.
Bye-bye. State of Michigan versus Murcia Estalas, 0028.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Paul Miscavige. I am retained counsel appearing before my client who's seated to my right. We are appearing via Zoom.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Very good. Your Honor, I discussed this matter via text messaging, via email with the assigned prosecuting attorney who's with us this morning. Given the nature of the charges, she is not willing to reduce the charges. I explained it to my client and the possible penalties. Given all of that, Judge, my client will tender a guilty plea to count 1 as charged.
Thank you. Sorry, I've heard your client, your attorney indicate that you intend to plead guilty as charged. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God, sir?
So help me God.
Thank you. I am going to be going over some rights that you're going to be giving up today. Looking for an advice of rights in the form, in the file.
I believe that was sent over with my appearance quite some time ago.
Thank you. Let me check back that far. I do not see it. I'll just ask that you please send it back over again. It is not in the court's file.
Very well.
Sorry, you have the right to have a trial by jury and to have the assistance of an attorney. You also have the right to call witnesses to speak for you at trial, or you can get an order signed by this court to require that the witnesses come to court. You have the right to see, hear, and question witnesses for you against you at trial. Do you also understand that you have the right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent? And if you chose to remain silent, the prosecutor could not comment on that. You also have the right to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those rights, sir?
Yes.
Do you understand you'll be giving up all those rights with the exception of your attorney, which you will keep throughout the sentencing phase?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty today, you will not have an automatic right to appeal this matter. Do you understand that?
Oh, yes.
If you have any questions about anything, please stop me and let me know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. If you're on probation or parole at this time, it could be considered a violation of those probation or parole. Are you on probation or parole, sir?
No.
All right. And are there any immigration consequences that we need to be concerned about?
No.
All right, thank you. To the charge. Of operating with a high BAC to blood alcohol content, which is a misdemeanor carrying a maximum of 180 days and or $200 to $700 in fines and court costs. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
All right, thank you. Has anyone promised you anything to get you to plead guilty today, sir?
No.
You're doing this of your own free will?
Yes.
No one's forced you to do this?
No.
All right, thank you. I'm going to turn to the date of offense. On November the 2nd of 2020, were you driving around 2140 Rossonville Road, sir?
Yes.
And had you been drinking prior to the driving?
Yes.
How much did you have to drink, sir?
Some couple of tequila shots.
You had tequila shots? And there was a blood alcohol test in this case, sir?
Oh, yeah. When I got to the hospital.
Right.
The hospital.
All right. Do you know what the results were?
Oh, I found out when they sent the papers later.
All right, counselors, what is the blood alcohol content in this case, please?
Your Honor, we stipulated that it was over the 0.17. I believe it was a 0.21, if we're not mistaken. Maybe Sister Prosecutor could help me out on that.
Yeah, Your Honor, according to the report, it was a 0.234.
Thank you. I find that there is a factual basis for the plea and that is knowingly and willingly made. Ms. Willenbring.
Laura Willenbring, on behalf of the people, for the record, the people are satisfied.
Defense counsel.
I am satisfied with the compliance.
Thank you. All right, sentencing in this matter will be in 5 weeks, approximately. All right. August 12th, 2021. That's going to be at 10 a.m. Sir, you need to make and keep an appointment with the probation department. I'm going to give you a phone number. You need to call them so that they can refer you out to have an assessment done. That assessment requires paperwork to be sent to you and filled out and returned. So therefore, you're going to need to get the phone call into probation today in order for them to get the process rolling. Do not wait until the last minute to fill it out, because then the paperwork will not be done when you return here. And then you have to explain to me why you didn't get it done, because it is a condition of your bond to get this assessment done. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
All right. The phone number is 734-483-7336.
Very good. That was 734-483-7336, correct?
That is correct.
Very good.
All right. So, sir, as I said, it's a condition of your bond that you make and keep that appointment and you return here for sentencing. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day. Is someone there from the Washington County Jail?
Today.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here to help you.
Hi, how are you? Is Mr. Muhammad?
Hello, ma'am. Yes, can you give me 1 minute? I have to go get him out of his room. So if you could give me one case, then I'll have him ready to go for you.
All right, we're going to just send him a breakout room back with his. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. State of Michigan versus Rami Hajazi, case number 20S00290.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Hall appearing for and on behalf of Mr. Hajazi, who appears via the Zoom application with no objection. Your Honor, this is a case that Your Honor and Ms. Willenbring and I had all discussed about possibly trying to pursue creative resolutions. I know that Your Honor was going to check with your clerks about possibilities of delays or delayed sentencings. Unfortunately, I've done further research. There's a case in People v. Vezina that seems to indicate to me that we would have to enter a conviction on or after January the 19th of 2024. Obviously, this is beyond feasibility when it comes to the court's time limits, probably Mr. Hajazi's time limits. And I'm sure Ms. Willenbring doesn't want this case on her desk until 2024. I thank the court for entertaining sort of what I would call creative possibilities. But at this time, understanding that is not feasible and discussing the other options with my client, I believe he would like to pursue a trial in this matter.
Thank you. Give me your trial. And we've already had a final settlement conference in this matter. As a matter of fact, we were at the stage of actually a jury selection on the jury selection date. So Ms. Willenbring, unless you see some need to go back to the final settlement conference date, I will set this over for a jury selection date.
Yes, that's fine, Your Honor.
Jury selection. All right, November 11th, 2021 at 9 a.m. And as was the case last time, we will send out a couple days before the actual schedule for when the jury selection will occur. So we won't know that until we have had our final settlement conferences on the other cases and know how many cases are scheduled to move forward for actual jury selection. And so we'll let you know, and you need to keep more than likely that entire Friday open for that jury selection process. Okay.
The following Friday, the 11th is a Thursday, but we will keep that the 12th open as well.
I may have said something wrong. It should be November the 5th, which is the jury selection.
November the 5th. All right. Thank you so much, Your Honor. And Your Honor, once again, as Your Honor's known me a long time, certainly not a delay tactic here. Just really thought we had something that we could work with, and unfortunately it fell through. So I'd like to thank Ms. Willenbring as well for sort of tolerating our pursuit of ways to resolve this, but it just didn't materialize.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I learned something in the process myself. So thank you. November 5th at 9 a.m.
Thank you. Take care, everybody.
You too. Bye-bye.
I need to let these people find out.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. All right. We're going to let in a few people just to make sure that they are not a part of any of the cases that we have private counsel here on, and their phone numbers. So we'll have to figure out who those individuals are. So give us one moment. They're still connecting to audio. Miss Maya Hughes, or the device that is labeled Maya Hughes, could you please tell us your first and last name? Oh, connecting to audio. All right. The device labeled as Maya Hughes. Ma'am, could you tell us your first and last name?
Maya Hughes.
All right, thank you. I don't believe we have a Maya Hughes on our docket. Ms. Hughes, we're gonna look your case up.
It was from the start, the bench warrant that I had that got locked up Thursday.
All right, thank you. 1 second. All right, you schedule at 10 o'clock. 1 second, ma'am, we'll pull your file. Thank you.
Okay.
You can remute yourself.
Okay.
Moto G Play. There's a device that is labeled Moto G Play 2021. Could you please tell us your first and last name?
Good morning, Judge Washington.
Good morning.
This is LaShawn Courtright.
All right, Ms. Courtright, how are you this morning?
I don't know. This is has great gravity. What's going on, and it could affect my life. So I'm just trying to see what happens with this.
Well, I'm glad you're taking it seriously, ma'am. We will rename you so you can remute yourself and we'll get your case called, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Piotrowski, I can't call your matter until I find out who's on that iPhone there, unfortunately.
I was teasing Mr. Hall that his screensaver was a picture of Mike Vincent. That he was working with Mike so long, he started looking like him.
I think I've teased him about that also. Not in the same wording, but yes, I have.
Now that he's gone, I can say those kind of things.
All right, we're gonna take it down. They are not connected. Okay. All right, we're gonna call another case and then hopefully iPhone gets connected. State of Michigan versus LaShawn Courtright, case number 20S00541.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Edward Drugas on behalf of LaShawn Courtright.
All right, Ms. Courtright, are you back at your phone? Ms. Courtright? Ms. Courtright? Attorney William Mays is here with his client. She's in the background. Okay. Ms. Courtwright? All right. I'm gonna pass this matter. State of Michigan versus Alyssa Mullins, case number 21S00221SD.
Good morning, Your Honor. William Mays on behalf of Ms. Mullins, who's in the office with me this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Mullins. Ms. Willenbring.
Laura Willenbring on behalf of the people.
All right, today is the day and time scheduled for an arraignment pretrial in this matter.
We'll waive reading, Your Honor. Ask the court to enter a not guilty plea.
Thank you.
Thank you. Judge, the prosecuting attorney has indicated this morning that there's no offer at this time. I'd ask that you set this matter out. I have received paper discovery, but I haven't received any videos. I would ask that the prosecutor produce those at this time since there's no offer. I'll review the case and see if we maybe got some motions or some ability to resolve the case.
All right. Ma'am, with respect to this matter, I'm not going to read the entire complaint in this case as it has been waived, but I will indicate for the record that you are charged with operating with a high BAC, which is a misdemeanor, carrying a maximum of 180 days and or $200 to $700 in fines and costs. Has your client signed an advice of rights?
You know, I don't know if she has, but I've got them in the office. I can provide one to the court.
All right, please do provide.
We have gone over her rights.
All right, now, as you are aware, you're entitled to have a trial by a jury, and you're entitled to have an attorney. I see you have your own attorney in this particular case. This matter will be scheduled for an adjourned pretrial. Is that what you want, Mr. Mays?
Yes, please.
All right. In addition to that, with respect to bond.
It's a first offense, Judge. I don't think that there's any problems. The only thing that's in any way, shape, or form alarming about this is the BAC. Ms. Mullins has not been consuming alcohol since the date of this offense. It's an isolated incident. I don't think that there's a problem. I would ask for personal recognizance without conditions.
This is a high BAC case, Ms. Willenbring?
Yes, Your Honor, given that it is a high BAC case, I would ask for conditions of no drugs or alcohol. In addition, some form of testing. I would ask for alcohol testing 2 times a week.
My only concern with that is the cost. She's a single mother, stay-at-home mom, no independent assets of her own, no independent streams of income. And in the past, what I've looked at with, at least with community corrections, if that's where you were inclined to send her, I ascertained that they were actually generating a profit that's the equivalent of what private agencies are using recently. I submitted a FOIA to the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department that was just denied late last week, indicating that they were not in possession of any documents to reflect what the cost of their various devices were, what their testing protocols, where those prices came from, and that they didn't retain those documents. So Judge, I mean, in terms of protection of the public, there's no track record of this. There's no history of this. Like I said, it's an isolated incident. The mere fact that there's an allegation of a high BAC, in this case, she's presumed to be innocent, and I don't think that there's any evidence to suggest that she poses any sort of a risk to the public.
Mr. Mays, would you prefer to have alcohol testing, or would you prefer a tether?
If it can be paid for at the cost of, you know, the court or something like that, I don't
pay for it at the cost of the court, and I think you're fully aware of that.
I understand that, Judge, but the last case that I had where a person was on monitoring, it ended up costing over $2,000 for just a brief period of time.
That's what happens when people drink and drive, Mr. Mays.
I'm sorry, what's that?
That's what happens when people drink and drive. So
that's the allegation, Judge, and that's what she's pleading absolutely not guilty to.
There will be a tether in this case.
Can that tether be provided through a private agency?
The tether will be provided through the community corrections, Mr. Mays.
Which again is generating a profit, Judge.
I heard you the first time you said that.
Judge, what's the cost of the tether versus the testing?
Ask the community. Well, the testing is 2 times a week, so it'd be much cheaper.
Well, then we need to go with that option, Your Honor, because she doesn't have any money.
Well, I asked you that, and instead you gave me a different answer, sir. Testing 2 times per week. The standard conditions of bond also apply. No leaving the state without permission. No further criminal activity or allegations thereof. Pre-trial, how long do you need, Mr. Mays?
As soon as the prosecutor gets me the videos, Your Honor, I will only require a couple of days to review those.
I can make that request today, Your Honor, and hopefully get those to Mr. Mays next week.
August 5th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Fine is continued.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Courtwright, are you there yet?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Mr. Druckett, are you here?
Excuse me?
Druckett, I'm trying to see if your attorney's here.
Yep, Your Honor.
All right.
We have a breakout so that I can be clear on what's going to happen today.
No, we can speak to the judge right now.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Drukas. How are you today?
LaShawn.
State of Michigan versus LaShawn Courtwright, case number 20S00541SM.
Laura Volundering on behalf of the people.
Edward Drukas on behalf of LaShawn Courtwright.
All right, we're scheduled for pretrial today.
Yes, Your Honor. We have received a lot of the discovery, received a lot of the videos in the police report, and I've gone over that with LaShawn on several times over the phone, and we've met in person and gone over some video. I know she wants to have some more time with me, but there is a outstanding 911 call that I spoke with the prosecutor about receiving, and I think she did request it. And so I think I'd ask for a small adjournment in order for us to receive that 911 call.
All right, is that correct, Ms. Willenbury?
Yes, Your Honor, I did request that and received the 911 call this morning, and we'll provide that to Mr. Drukas today.
All right, Mr. Drukas, our next available date is the August 5th date.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
May I say something? I still don't have the video yet. And we have not fully even discussed the report because we don't have all of the discovery. I don't know all the legal jargon to say, but I don't feel like I've had enough time. And I'm really under a lot of mental duress because I don't think that the courts understand. I've waited 18 years for housing. And then the lady didn't even show up for these. So I'm wondering why.
Ms. Courtwright, I'll go over that. The court's going to give us a new court date. We're going to go over all that.
Also, I'm very distressed. Okay, I have mental illness and I need to have some time to go over a lot of this stuff. I'm like really stressed out right now because I don't really understand what's going on. That was the first day I saw my son. I hadn't seen my baby since he was 2 years old. And then he was put with Joseph and Raquel Hamilton, who starved him and my son Isom and beat them and abused and raped them and molested them for 12 years. So this is very sad to me that I'm being prosecuted for something that after I hadn't seen my children for so long and I did nothing wrong.
Right, Ms. Courtwright. First of all, what I'm trying to set this court date over for is another pretrial that will give you some time to talk to your attorney about the case again and to make sure that he has a copy of the video so that you can.
I would like CMH involved in this too, so that they can have a some sort of impact on my behavior with the police and with my history. I don't want to do any testifying because I'm still pleading not guilty at this point. But I think that I need some more intervention because I have mental illness and I am functional, but there are some things about my trauma that I don't think are clear. So, and I think it has a lot to do with these charges, and I think it's relevant. And I would like to have some intervention with my CMH case manager, particularly the ones from the past. It's not much the present because I just got assigned to her, but her as well, because she has to do with a lot of my treatment plans and my
LaShawn,
medication.
if you get me that contact information, I can speak with her.
I've been trying to do that, and every time I do that, people don't want to take the time it takes for me, and I've given them this, and they want me to just sign information when I'm already showing them my medication and what I've taken is current, and I'm giving them this information. I don't have to always sign releases because my information ends up being used against me to make me and to defame my character, and I don't like the way my information is being shared and used at times. So I would like to have some part in my planning and in my mental defense, in my this criminal, whatever, judicial process, in my defense.
Mr. Drukas, I would advise you to call over the CMH and talk to them so that they may need to do an intervention soon.
Okay.
Ms. Courtwright.
Thank you, Your Honor, Judge Washington. Thank you. And thank you all, court. I don't mean any harm, but this can change my life dramatically.
I understand, Ms. Courtwright. So that's why right now we're just giving you another date to come back and you can have a chance to talk to your attorney in the interim time period. Okay, ma'am?
I appreciate that. Thank you, Judge Washington.
All right. So the next pretrial in this case will be about a month away from now, August 5th, 2021 at 9 a.m.
And I'm just kind of too like wanting to wonder if I could ask the prosecution if they would talk to the police that are on this case and ask them if they would consider dropping these charges toward me, the prosecutor, if they would consider that in the circumstances before this even proceeds. That's what I want to ask the prosecutor. That's
I'll
it.
speak with the prosecutor, LaShawn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
You all have a great day. Am I done here?
Yes.
And I need to get my court date to come back, right?
Yes, August 5th, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. At what time?
At 9 a.m.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. All right.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Your
Bye-bye.
Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Dukas. State of Michigan versus Muhammad Diane, case number 21 FB 1531 FY.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrew Banis with and on behalf of Mr. Diane, who is present.
Good morning, Mr. Banis. Good morning, Mr. Diane.
Good morning.
All right, this matter is before the court for a sentencing today. There has been a pre-sentence investigation report prepared. Have you had an opportunity to go over that report with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I have. And I just wanted to make sure I was clear on the recommendation. Is it 365 days suspended?
No, it's 365 days.
So the recommendation is he do jail time and then 24 months probation? Is that?
Well, the recommendation is 365 days in the jail. 93 of those are suspended. So it's all but 93 days that they're requesting that he serve, suspending 93 days.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
And
So
then there's probation after that, correct? That is the recommendation.
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, I did review the report with Mr. Diane. We have no requested additions or changes or edits.
Thank you.
Mr. Diane is asking you to sentence him to 24 months probation without the jail time. I was very happy, as was he, to hear that your probation agent spoke with his father. And it appears his father does want him to come back home when he is eventually released. And Mr. Diane also wants that. He has a good job that he's very confident he'll be able to maintain when he's released from the jail. He intends to work on his GED, which he started at some point, but he still has to do that. And he says he's definitely going to continue with his medications. He is being held on a few other cases, with the latest court date being July 21st. And I think he does want to make a statement to you before you sentence him.
Yes, I just want to say that,
Not yet, Mr. Diane, not quite yet. It's not quite your turn quite yet. I'm going to come back to you, okay, sir?
okay.
All right. Ms. Willenbring, is there anything you'd like to say with respect to this matter?
Your Honor, I have reviewed this case and the report from probation. I ask that you follow those recommendations.
Thank you. All right. Is there anything else you want to say on behalf of your client before I have his allocution?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Diane, it's your turn now, okay, sir?
Yes, I just wanted to say, since the 90 days I've been in jail, I've really remorse what happened between me and my father. And, you know, I just want to say I'm taking my medicine and my medicine is working. I'm scheduled to take the injection, the longer version of the Abilify I'm supposed to take at the end of this month. And I also was employed while I was out there. Is it still working?
It's still working. Someone else turned it.
I was employed for a year with Manpower. I was working with Manpower for a whole year, and I think I still have my job with them. But even if they do not continue to work with me on the assignments I was working with them with, I'm gonna have the roofing company that I work with. I've been working with for almost 4 or 5 years now. So I'm willing to pay off any restitution there are, and I'm just wanted to say I'm sorry for the inconvenience and the problems that brought me into court, and I'm hoping to do better after this and move forward with my life and my future and taking my GED and going to college.
All right. What about, how do you feel about your brother? That's what I'm more concerned about.
I talked to him, and you know, because he had some court cases going on with some tickets and stuff, and I talked to him, and you know, he understood that what happened that day was a big misunderstanding. I played no contest to it, but I could explain almost a little bit. I was, you know, under the influence a little bit.
1 second. Is there a separate something going on regarding that matter, Mr. Banis?
You know, not in this court, Your Honor, that I'm aware of.
Your Honor, would it be possible for us to have a breakout room?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Let's take it right over.
Hello?
All right, we're back on the record in the state of Michigan versus Mohammed Diane. I have had an opportunity to meet with counsel as well as probation regarding this matter. There appears to be another matter, which is a violation of probation on a circuit court case that is probably going to control a little bit of what the court decides to do with respect to this misdemeanor case. That is not up for hearing or sentencing until July 21st. As a result, this sentencing will be adjourned to August the 5th. I will indicate that we have gone over the report and there are no corrections to that report, so that we don't have to do that again unless there's some change as to the recommendation.
Thank you.
August 5th, 2021, and that will be at 10 a.m. for sentencing.
10 a.m.
And
You
it's
said
con-
August?
Yes, August 5th.
August 5th, 10 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Can I get my attorney's number? Is that possible?
I think there's a phone. Well, I don't know if it works given the but he appears to be in the
Okay, I could just
yeah,
call by his
office. Does that phone still work at the jail for him to pick up to be able to call the public defender's office?
Yes.
Okay. And then I think he will, Mr. Bannis, are you giving him a copy of your phone number in chat?
Yes, I just did too.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, did you get it?
Okay. Thank you, man.
Thank you. You're all set. Have a good day. State of Michigan versus Jacob Stewart, case number 21S00139.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Mr. Stewart.
Good morning, Mr.
Your Honor.
Good morning.
Ms.
Good morning, Your Honor. We're here.
Your appearance on the record.
I did, Your Honor. Would you like me to do it again?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So, Your Honor, we're here for a pretrial conference, and I've been speaking with Ms. Willenbring about potential resolutions, and I need some more time to work towards that. Mr. Stewart, right now, he's been attending some AA meetings, and he's been taking an alcohol education course, and we've been kind of discussing some other things that might help him earn some more consideration from the prosecutor's office. And so we're asking for some more time to accomplish that, Your Honor. I'm hoping to adjourn to the morning of August 12th, if that would be okay with the court and acceptable to the prosecution.
I like that you come with a date in mind. I appreciate it. August 12th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Unless there's an objection.
No objections, Your Honor. I have been in contact with Mr. Bernstein about this matter.
Fine, it's continued.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Willenbring.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Okay. Mr. Bannis, I know you've requested a breakout room with one of your clients. We're going to do a couple of matters before we allow you to go into that breakout room if possible.
Thank you.
Ypsilanti, what is this? Okay, all right. Ypsilanti Township versus Tyrese Jordan, 19T00399, as well as State of Michigan versus Tyrese Jordan, case number 15S00561.
Laura Willenberg on behalf of the people in the state case.
Andrew Bannis. Andrew Bannis with and on behalf of Mr. Jordan.
Good morning, Mr. Jordan. I remember this. We were here last time regarding this matter.
Yes, ma'am.
There have been two separate reports prepared in these cases. Have you had an opportunity to see those?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right. Is there anything you want to say on behalf of your client?
Oh, yes, I do. Actually, Your Honor, I'm just double checking. I have the report for 20S-266, and